What's up YouTube, Jeff back again from DopeTechDaily.com. Today I'm bringing you guys a quick overview and unboxing of the ZTE Blade X. We're also going to give this phone away. I'm going to try to do a few giveaways here from Christmas heading into the new year. First of all, happy holidays to everybody. Sorry I haven't been making quite as many videos. I've been splitting my time between this channel and the Gadget Hacks channel where I'm writing now. If you guys want to follow me at Gadget Hacks, I'll drop the link below so you can see more of my videos. I have been producing videos, just haven't been posting all of them on this channel. So let's take a look at the ZTE Blade X, which is available on Cricket, and ZTE did send this phone out to me. Huge thanks to them for sponsoring the video, allowing me to give away this phone as well, which would be great for you guys. So the ZTE Blade X falls in the tradition of quite a few ZTE phones that I've reviewed over the past few months. It's a budget-friendly option on one of the carriers like Cricket or Metro PCS that has a lot of flagship options that are built into the phone itself. So we'll talk more about that in a second, just show you guys what else is in the packaging. Of course, you have your SIM tool. They gave me a Cricket SIM card in here so I could play around and use it for a little bit, which I've been doing. You've got your product safety and warranty information in here. And then, of course, you've got a charger as well. And one important thing to note about the charger is this is USB Type-C reversible connector, not micro USB. A lot of the budget phones now are moving in this direction, but there's still a surprising number of them that are still using micro USB. So it's always great when you see a phone in this budget category. This phone I think is like 120 bucks if you buy it sort of outright. It's like $69.99 or something if you get a contract or use a coupon on Cricket's website, and we'll link that below. So let's go ahead and take a look at the phone itself. Obviously, in that budget category, you're not going to get glass or metal on the back for the most part. This is a matte sort of plastic back. It's got a really nice grip to it. You can see the pattern texture there, like a TPU sort of feel to it. ZTE logo, Cricket logo. You do have a fingerprint sensor right here, rear mounted. It's very good overall, very accurate. I've had no problems using it so far in the couple days that I've been playing around with the phone. On the bottom here, you do have a loudspeaker as well as USB Type-C port. Now, the loudspeaker is not the greatest, of course, it's on the bottom, and also, you're not going to expect to get the greatest quality sound down there. Over here, you have your SIM slot as well as a place to put a micro SD card up to 256 gigabytes. You do have a headphone jack, which of course is a surprising feature to see these days in an Android phone because so many of the flagships have gotten rid of the headphone jack. On the back, you have a 13 megapixel camera with an LED flash. It also has autofocus, your power button, your volume up and down rockers over here. It does have a 3,000 milliamp hour battery that's non-removable with 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of storage. So let's actually go ahead and take a look at how much of that storage is available out of the box for you. I didn't install any apps yet, so we could take a look at that in this video. So if you go in here, you'll see this is one of my biggest complaints about some of these phones. 11.81 gigabytes used out of 16 gigabytes. To me, that's crazy. They've got to find a way to get more available storage. That means you only have 4.19 gigabytes available out of the box. I haven't installed a single thing in here. And if you go through and actually look, I looked earlier, you have quite a bit of bloatware installed. You've got these couple games, Big Farm, Bingo Bash, Argus, you've got Deezer, some security apps, Empire, another big game that's going to take up a lot of space, Yahoo Sports, Top Buzz Lite, just a bunch of bloatware that's taking up a lot of room on this phone. So if I had one piece of feedback to ZTE and Cricket, I would have to say try to put less bloatware on here because only 4 gigabytes out of the box usable on the internal storage is kind of ridiculous. Even if you have a micro SD slot, that's very concerning. Also, the 2 gigs of RAM would be nice to see 3. I've been playing around with a little bit, just using my daily apps, my Google apps and stuff, and it is a little sluggish, so that 2 gigs of RAM is also a little bit of a hamper. Obviously, if you're going to give this to a kid, a teenager, or something like that, it's no big deal if you're going to use it as a secondary phone, but as a primary phone, it would be really nice to see the 3 gigs of RAM in here. Otherwise, you do have the swipe up to get to your app drawer, just like on the Pixel launcher, etc. A lot of companies are converting over to that sort of setup, so that's going to be familiar, and it's overall very fluid. The rest of the settings menu and everything looks very much like stock. You can see right here. They have a few of their own apps installed. The Mi Pop app, which has a little custom button there that pops up and gives you one-handed access. So they got a couple of their own things installed, as well as, like I said, just a lot of bloat apps, which I wish weren't not there. You do have Smart Unlock on this phone as well, so because it's pretty close to stock Google settings, so you can go into security and play around with that as well. Overall, I mean, I think it's a nice phone, again, for a target demographic that would be as a secondary phone or for a kid or a teenager. I'm a little disappointed with that amount of storage out of the box. Snapdragon 425, it's not one that you're going to do serious gaming with, but if you're just doing light usage, social media, email, and things like that, it should be able to get along just fine. I definitely like the inclusion of USB Type-C. I definitely like the inclusion of having the fingerprint sensor on a phone in this budget category. And also, let's just check out the camera really quick, because the cameras have been surprisingly decent on these ZTE phones at this price point. Just got my little figurine here. We'll test it out really quick and see what's happening. It's going to show us the camera modes there. You can see you can quit current mode or app, select filter, change capture mode. So it's just going to tell you what are the options in the camera. Let's take a couple pics and just see how quickly it captures and what it does in low light conditions. Yeah, it's very quick at snapping a few pics. The processing does appear to be taking a little bit of time. And you can see, even under my photo lighting here in the studio, the low light is not the greatest in the world. This one is probably the best of the bunch. And on this one, the detail is preserved. It's just that the lighting isn't the greatest. So overall, pretty good camera. I mean, you're not going to expect the most amazing low light performance on this guy. But for the price point, not a bad camera. Definitely takes very quick shots and does capture detail with those shots. So obviously, some pros, some cons on this phone. Wanted to give you guys a quick overview. Like I said, I am going to give away the ZTE Blade X. And huge shout out again to ZTE for allowing me to do that. If you guys are interested in this phone as a secondary phone, maybe for your kids, pick it up. Just comment below, and in a couple weeks, I'll just pick a random commenter and send this phone out to you. This is US only, because just to save me on the shipping, and also it's a Cricket phone, so you're going to want to use it in the US on Cricket if you do get it, or get it unlocked and use it with one of the US carriers. Alright guys, really appreciate you checking out the video. You can find me at dopetechdaily.com, Google+, Twitter, and Instagram with the links in the description. You can also find me writing over at gadgethacks.com now, as I mentioned, and also their YouTube channel, which I'll link below. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification icon if you guys want to see future videos like this. I really appreciate you guys checking it out, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.